To contextualize a little about the annual World Bank reports, we will make a small introduction. Today, Doing Business is a series of annual studies that evaluate regulations that favor or restrict business activity. Doing Business consists of quantitative indicators on business regulations and the protection of property rights that can be compared in 190 controls. The report of 2013, Small Regulations for Small and Medium Enterprises, marks the 10th edition of the Doing Business series. Over the past 10 years, these reports have recorded almost 2,000 regulatory reforms implemented in 180 economies. These reforms have sustainability benefited local entrepreneurs around the world. The 2018 report is the 15th edition of a series of annual reports that measure regulations that favor or restrict business activity. Doing Business consists of quantitative indicators and business regulations and the protection of private property rights that are comparable in 190 economies, from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe and over the time.
First, it should be mentioned that Doing Business report studies business regulation from the perspective of small and medium-sized national companies. For this reason, this report in Colombia is of the utmost importance because micro, small, and medium enterprise represent 94% of the sector business and grow a third of the employees. Colombia occupies this position because for this report the information of other cities additional to the capital Bogota was collected things that were not previously done, which is beneficial since it was proven that when the cities perfectly comply with business regulation and also are constant, the results are evident. By this time, both the activities in the ports of the Colombian coast as well as cities such as Palmira and Dos Quebradas were constantly complying with these standards. However, it should be noted that Colombia has not ceased to be a country in full development.
The way of calculating doing business changed in the 2015 report, and with this new methodology, the doing business 2014 was recalculated. By not recalculating the previous reports, many countries have a change in their position in the ranking between 2013 and 2014, which is only due to this methodological change. The 20 However, during the years, Colombia has fallen from position in this ranking. In doing business, this is where Colombia scores the worst. Building permit issues because of the number of procedures and the time it takes to make a legal connection. Cross-border trade because the time and cost to export are high, and contract compliance as a result of the time and cost of lawsuits, as well as the low quality of legal.
The decrease from the Colombian position on the doing business have 10 reasons. The first one is the creation of the business, the construction permit, the getting electricity, the property registrations, and the obtain of credit. That's the only one point Colombia have doesn't decrease. The protection of the minority investors, the tax payment, the cross-border trade, and the contract compliance and the insolvency resolutions.